Hello everybody. Today we have an iPad Mini 2. We're going to have a look at it. So I was told that it takes forever to charge, number one. And number two, once it is fully charged, it discharges the battery within like 10 minutes. Like there's literally only 10 minutes of usage. As far as taking forever to charge, there's a couple of things that could cause that. Whether it's just a bad charging port or just simply using the wrong charge heads. So we're going to get into that and show you a few things regarding this. And then what we're going to do is take a look at this. So grab you a cup of coffee, because every repair has to have a good cup of coffee. And let's get started. One of the most common problems on why it would take so long to charge is the type of charger you're using. Now, it really is true that although there is many different types of chargers, as you can see the charging heads here, there's many different types. You really do want to use the one that is made for the tablet. There's a reason for that. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, I can charge it with my phone charger we have here at Samsung. It's just a phone charger. Well, yeah, you can, but let's take a look at these chargers and see, out of all of these, which ones do you guys think would be the best one to charge this tablet with? We have an Alcatel phone charger. We have an Walmart special, and it has a folding plug-in so that you can just plug it in straight, or you can fold it for storage. But I always like to do the straight, because if you do it this way, you're literally covering both receptacles, and you can only use one unless you plug it in at the bottom one. But anyways, well, we do know, well, you might not know, but the iPad Mini, let's get it out of the carrying case first. But the iPads use 5 volts and 2 amps to charge with, is the ideal charge for it. Now, if you look closely, yeah, you can see it now. If you look closely, you'll see right here that it says 5 volts and 1 amp. You'll see that right there. So we know that this charger puts out 1 amp, okay? Then we got this charger right here, which is a Samsung charger. Let's see. And if you look at the information here, if you look at that information right there, you will see that it puts out 5 volts and 2 amps, which you do need 2 amps to charge this. You can charge it with less amps, but the problem with it is, yes, it will take longer to charge because it's not pulling amperage. It needs to charge the battery. And when it does that, the battery tends to overheat. I mean, like, you can legit overheat the battery by charging it, by it drawing such a low voltage that it takes forever to charge. And then you got this one, which is 5 volts. And although it does say, let's see if it can focus, it does say 4.8 amps. It's talking about total. It does have 2 receptacles for charging. So this is literally putting out 2.4 each. So knowing that you need 5 volts and 2 amps, which of these do you think would work the best for charging this? Well, we do have a tester, and we're going to see exactly what it draws, what it does draw for this. So let's plug it in and see what we get here, guys. And we'll try each one. We're going to try this black one first, which is only 1 amp. This black one right here, it's only one amp and 5 volts. All of these put out 5 volts. Any phone charger will put out 5 volts DC, which is what you need. This is really dirty, guys. So we're going to clean it up real good. But getting back to the charge heads we were talking about. Yes, if you don't have an iPad charger, until you can get one, you can use one of these regular phone chargers. But it is best to look at the information on them. For instance, here's an Alcatel, okay? If you look really closely on the side, you will see writing right there. Let's see if we can zoom in on this and see if you guys can see. There's the charger right there. So what we'll do is, now we're going to plug it into the iPad and we're going to see how much current it's going to draw while charging. So let's get it plugged in. There we go. Let's plug it in here and we'll see how much it's drawing, guys. Okay. So as you can see, it's drawing 0.83 amps. It is drawing 5 volts, of course, 0.83 amps. Now we do know that's going to take quite a while to charge, isn't it? It needs to draw 2 amps, or as close to 2 amps as you can get. That's what we need to draw. That's on the black charge head. Okay, so let's switch to the Samsung real quick. The Samsung, which is, it puts out 2 amps. Yeah, you can see there it's 2 amps, 5 volts. Okay, let's switch that out real quick. Let's see what kind of current we're drawing on this one. Hold on, guys, I gotta set you down for just a second. All right. Let's plug that in. And we're gonna see that even though it's putting out 2 amps, it's only drawing 0.83, which is about the same as the other one. So which of these chargers is ideal for charging this iPad? Remember, you want closest to 2 amps as you want. All right, let's try the other one. This one is 2.4. This is the On, which is a Walmart special. On is a Walmart brand name. This one's 2.4. So let's plug it in. See what we get on this one. Alrighty. All right. And we're going to see here that this is actually pulling 1.69, 1.67 amps. And it keeps climbing, and it is variable. It just keeps going up and down. But it's as close to 2 amps. I mean, if you're within half an amp, then I would be happy. So believe it or not, this is ideally, out of all the chargers, we have the best one to charge this iPad mini to. So what we're going to do is we're just going to let it sit here and charge for a little bit, and then we'll be back. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to clean the case up. We just take a paper towel with some alcohol, guys. That's all it takes. Literally all it is to clean this up. What we are going to do next, guys, is we're going to set it on the hot plate. This is a preheated hot plate. We're going to set it on that. We're going to let it sit there about 5 minutes. Now, the reason we're doing this is because the battery is, there's adhesive on the underside, on this, actually it's up against this, on the back side. Adhesive holding the battery back, holding the battery down. So we'll heat it up in order to get the adhesive malleable enough that we can lift the battery with no problems. So we're going to let it sit there about 5 minutes. Don't want to let it sit there any longer than that, really. And then we'll be right back with you. Okay, guys, we have here the new battery right here that we're going to be putting into this. So let's get this started, let's get started taking it apart. Now, first of all, this has a cover on it, which we're going to have to remove in order to get this off. So now we got a nice clean digitizer, but we're going to have to take that one off in order to get to the battery. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's get this off. So what you need to do is you're going to have to preheat it. We've got our rework station here. You want it to be about 100 to 120 degrees. You don't want to get really any more than that, because then you start to getting into melting cables or whatever. You can tell about how warm it is just by touching, and when it gets warm enough that you can hardly touch it, then you know you're ready to pull it off. So let's get started. Let's turn the heat up here. All right. Just go over each side and all around the edge is what we're doing, guys. All around the edge. Gonna keep doing this till it gets warm enough that we're able to, what we're doing right now is heating up the adhesive so it makes it more malleable so that we can get this digitizer off of it. Just about there, guys. And let's go all around. I'm getting there. Make sure you get it hot enough to do this. Otherwise, you literally could crack the digitizer or break it. So, all right, let's try that and see if we're good enough right there or not. All the cables are down here at the bottom. That's why and you want to, whenever you come off with this, you do want to come this way with it because the cables are back in here. So, really, I'm trying to concentrate on these corners to get it. Because that's where you want to get it started, is on a corner. Whoa, yeah. Okay, I think we should be able to get it now. Looks just like it's wanting to come up now. Right on the very edge there. There we go. Put one of these underneath here to keep it up. There's that side. All right. Now we've got to get this other side, guys. It is coming off. All right. This under there. This just helps keep it up. Okay. Put this on this one. You gotta be careful with the LCD screen. It's really, really fragile, guys. So while you're doing this, whenever you're putting to try to get this lifted off, you want to make sure you don't hit the LCD screen. Now we just do it on the side here. Literally, it's a process. You want to do it nice and slow and easy like this, because you'll end up breaking the digitizer or cracking it. Otherwise, you don't want to do that, because you got to be able to reuse this. So, all right. All right. Let's see what we got here. Oh, see, and it cracked, just like I told you. See the crack here? So we're gonna have to replace the digitizer. Nice crack. That was a result of not having it heated all the way down here. So, okay. Can't believe I cracked it, but yes I can, because it wasn't evenly heated, and that's exactly what I was talking about, guys. You can crack these real easy. But it is okay. I do happen to have another one, because this is a common problem. If you're replacing a battery, you might as well, they're cheap enough, you might as well replace the digitizer as well, since you're already going to have it anyways. And there we go. Now that it's up, let's get the glass cleaned out here. Let's set it back over here. is one of the magnets there. They have little magnet sensors, guys, on this, and this is one of them right there. Little tiny guy. Let's put him right there where we don't lose him, because he's got to go on the new digitizer. Alrighty. Alright, now we got the digitizer there. Alright. Now that we got that up, this old adhesive, I gotta do the cleanup thing, guys. This is what we were trying to heat up. There we go. And there's the other magnet. Let me take this out. It goes right there, see at the very top there, guys. Let me take this back out. These magnets do have to go back. All right. Now we're going to take the LCD panel out. We will do that real quick. Still got stuff. All right, there's just 4 screws holding this in, guys. And they're tiny, tiny, tiny screws. Ready? Come on, there you go. Is it under that adhesive? It's underneath that adhesive, ain't it? And that last screw for this. Now it is connected by a cable as well, so what we want to do is kind of butterfly it. Before we do that, we're going to lay a sheet of paper towel over it, or you can use a piece of foam, anything, even something thin, you know. That's just to protect the LCD from any adhesive or broken glass or something like that. Okay, so before I can do that, let's undo this shield here. This is so tiny. Those screws are so tiny. So tiny, guys. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing, can you? All right, let me move over here where you can see better, guys. There we go. All right, we're removing these 2 tiny screws so that we can lift this up. get it out the way. Okay, there it goes. There it goes. Now it's laid over. Now let's get the screwdriver out of here. Now we're taking off the shield, guys. It should be 8 screws in all. They're so tiny too. And the shield is off. This is so thin too. The shield is off, guys. And there's the battery. This is what we're looking for right here. So in order to get, we need to take this shield off here. So that's going to be let's get this shield off. Okay. And there we go. Now we're where we need to be. So let's take, first of all, this one off. That's the battery, guys. This is the LCD panel. Let's get the battery off here. There we go. That was ridiculous. Look how much adhesive was on that. That's ridiculous. Okay, let's put the new one in. New digitizer. Put it underneath that, put that there. Come on up here, there you go. All right, now when you go to put these cables back in, you want to gently, you don't, it should just fall right in, guys. You should not be needing to force it. So get down here real close and personal with it. There we go. Okay, there we go. It should go in nice and easy. If you don't do it nice and easy, you could literally damage the socket. And you don't want to do that because you're talking about a pain to fix. There we go. That's okay. Now, where's the new battery? There's the new battery. I'm just going to go right there. Because the LCD goes right there. Okay. Very nice. Okay, and where's the LCD panel? Okay. Plug that in. All right, I need another paper towel. Another paper towel. Put that, there we go, that's perfect. There we go. All the cables are down, guys. Now we got to put this. I'm going to put this shield back in there. Let's move this down. I keep forgetting you guys need to see. Okay. Now it's just a matter of reassembling it. Alrighty. There we go. Now we got the this EMF shield here's got to go in now. Just got to get it lined up. These are such tiny screws. Okay. Well, I'm missing one right there. All right, guys. Let me get all these put back in. I know you guys don't want to sit there and watch me screw, so we shall be back when we're done. When it comes to parts and everything, things are just like really slow right now, guys. So when you're trying to order something, yeah, you're gonna have to wait just a little bit. It's the nature of the beast nowadays, and some things you can't even get a hold of right now because it's kind of crazy, you know. But it is the way it is nowadays, with some things anyway. Now, let's get the LCD screen laid back. You want to make sure that the cable right here folds down like that, because it goes into a little groove there. Make sure that the tape is pushed out. Now you'll see the cable bent over right here. That's the way it's supposed to be. Make sure that it falls down between the lips, between the ledges there. the screws in, you'll see how little that screw is. And then you'll see the one in the upper right for comparison. Well, I can see it perfectly, but you guys can't. Line them up side by side. You can see the comparison right there. See how one's longer than the other? That goes, the long one goes in the upper one right there. This one goes in the lower. There we go. Now that we got the panel on, slide the LCD over. Before we take off the shielding, we want to make sure that everything's working on it. All right, let's get it powered up and see how it looks. All right, let it boot up now. All right, now you can see that it is. For this next one, I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see that it is powered up. Okay. Now what you want to do is, everything looks good, but you want to take, and it doesn't matter which one, you want to take an icon like this, move it around the screen. You want to make sure, I got to hold this digitizer. You want to make sure that you go everywhere with it, all the columns. Make sure that it does not drop. If it drops without you lifting, that's a dead area. Okay. Let's go back down here, finish testing it out. And it looks like everything's working, so. All right, turn it off. All right, now what we want to do is we're going to get all of the adhesive and everything undone and get this thing put back together. So let's do that. Hold on. All right, next what we're going to do is put the magnets back in here. And if you're worried about polarity or whatever, there's only one way they fit. See the way it's kind of curved and stuff? Well, here, let me put it in the tweezers so you guys can see. You see this one's curved, so, and they go on the right side, so it's really only one way they can go in. Okay, that one's set. And here's the other one. There we go. Now we got to remove all of the, let's clean this off. Okay, now that we're done with that, we got to remove all of the covers off. We'll start with this one. And then we got to remove all of the adhesive off, guys. So, okay, little by little, they will come off. Getting all the adhesive off, guys, so that okay, I got a fingerprint right here. That's not good. Okay. There we go. Looks like almost all the adhesive is off. We got one little bitty problem right here. Okay, now all of the adhesive is off. Now this is where the tricky part gets, is when you're folding the screen over. Let me get the inside of this again once more. when you're folding the screen over, because see this cable right here? This cable has to be folded in to where it, so it's always best to make sure that, well, you can hold it. I'm going to hold it. Put the top first. Make sure you line it up the hole with the camera. Yeah, that way you don't have no problems with it. Come on down, a little bit at a time. Little bit at a time. You can see the cable kind of pooched out there. You want to take a spudger and make sure that it's pushed in, not out like that. It's got to be in like this, like that. See there how it's in now? You can pop it back out. Push it in, push it in. There we go. There we go. Okay. So it's nice and seated. All right, so it's time to take this off. All right, now what we're going to do is see how it's charging. I've got I put a different cable and a different charge head on this. Let's plug this in. And let's take a look here real quick. Alright. Let it charge up. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. See, it's shooting up to 1.75. That's what we want to see, as close to 2 amps as we can get. So that's good. Doing really nice. And it's starting to boot up. There. You might can see it better now. Whoops. Let's get better now. So this is going to work out nicely. Now to finish this off, yeah, there is one other step, guys, to finish this off. What we're going to do is, all right. Turn our heat gun back on, let it heat up. All right, we're going to unplug it. It just jumped up to another %, so. All right, here we go. It's heating up. All righty, there we go. We're going to heat up around the edges again so that the adhesive will seat real good. Okay. And while we're at it, we're going to put a nice sheet of tempered glass on it. Let's turn this back on so I can see. Let's get this turned off. All right, let's put this tempered glass on it. And then what we'll do is we'll lay it on a towel face down. We'll stick a heavy book on it and let it set for about 24 hours. And then there you go. So that's how you do it, guys. It's quite a process, and it's very grueling. And let's turn this back off again. Now let's see. We want to make sure everything works. So let's go here, let's go here. You see the back camera, let's flip it. See the front camera. We want to make sure that nothing's blocking the camera. Okay. Oh, we gotta go to video. Hello, 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 hello. Testing, 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 test, test, test. All right, let's play that. All right, let's hit the home button, go back. Hello, 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 hello. Testing, 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 test, test, test. Okay, it works. Let's delete that video. And there we go. Everything's all set with this iPad, guys. So that's how you do it. And there you go, guys. That's going to conclude this episode, how to replace a battery in an iPad mini and a digitizer, like, you know. So anyways, that repair went successfully. She will be happy to get her iPad back and get back to doing her gaming and stuff. But just remember, the only reason this repair was successful was because we had coffee.